Okay, welcome to episode 4 of Cocky New Englanders. We've taken a couple weeks off because we were busy and had shit to do and we didn't fucking have time for this. So now we're back. Hopefully,
Daniel got AIDS, and so we were dealing with that. We had good reasons.
It's a big thing. Big things
Yeah.
going
hopefully
on.
moving forward, we'll, be posting them every Saturday like we were. But if we miss a week or two in a row, then fucking the two of you who watch this can deal with it.
Grow up, all right?
Yeah, fucking nerds.
Get over it.
Grow up, he said.
And I think we're gonna just dive on in and get started. This week, Daniel is gonna be our moderator person. So let us know what we're doing.
All right, yeah. So what we were just talking about right before we started recording, Pat brought this up, was the new Washington football team name.
I don't know.
So right now it's actually technically a placeholder, but yeah, it's literally what I just said. They are the Washington football team.
Wait, that's the name?
As far as we know, for as far as until they get an approved new one.
That's fucking dumb.
It's just the Washington football team.
That literally sounds like a shitty 80s movie, like College State Football. Like, what?
Yeah.
Before, that's literally, I remember having an NBA, live game before the Oklahoma City Thunder were, officially established. They called themselves, they had a placeholder name in a game, and it was something like that.
Oh, fuck.
But,
remember,
they're actually doing something like that.
Remember MVP Baseball? And Barry Bonds wasn't in the Players Union, so we had John Dowd.
Yeah.
This is basically what that is. It's just
that's their
nonsense.
version of this.
That's so stupid. There's some good name options out there, too.
There are.
So apparently some guy, purchased up, 1,000 possible name option.
Yeah, all
anything that was
them.
fucking close. The guy just purchased them. And he was like, you fucking want it? Buy it. And the Washington football team, I almost just said Redskins. Well, now I just did.
Yeah, the R words,
I guess they're just like, fuck you, we don't want to play ball.
That's so dumb.
It's an interesting, I honestly thought they were just gonna, I guess they kind of just had to do something for now, but the season's not it's close to starting. They could have just said, look, we don't have a name for here on out until we get one approved,
I support it if they never get a name. If they never get a name, I'm fucking about it.
Right, just keep them as the Washington football team forever.
I want their logo to be a football, and that's just generic as fuck.
Mm.
That's it. They should just do that.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
Honestly. There's nothing to complain about anymore. What can you there's nothing that could possibly be wrong with it. It's just a football, and they're the Washington team.
Yeah.
Well, know what they should do? They should just find another super racist depiction and go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that would go over well?
They instead of the Redskins, they can be is there a racist word for the Aborigines in Australia? Just call them that. Just really move to Alaska and be the Eskimos and have a really caricature of an Eskimo popping out in a igloo with a fur.
Yeah. See how they feel about it there. They can't get that bad, right?
Yeah, I want them to get offensive with it. A different type of offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they should be the Washington straight middle class Christian males. Toss white in there too. No one's gonna want that. Let's do that.
Just toss white in there.
No one's gonna want that.
Because that doesn't scream athleticism at all.
Oh yeah, no,
it most certainly does not.
That screams I once won a game of spike ball and I still talk about it.
I didn't even play a sport in high school at all.
Yeah,
I played drinking games and won one once.
Got cut from freshman something. Where me and Pat went to high school, we had a fifth soccer team. We didn't play on it obviously because we're fucking athletes. That exists in schools.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Soccer.
What made me actually realize that I might not have been very good at baseball and I might have just been good at Little League was when I made not the JV team, but an alternate JV team for baseball. It was for the kids that just didn't make the team.
Rough.
I was like, ooh.
But low
This
key, it
might be
always looks
good.
fun. It
Oh, yeah,
always
and
looks fun.
we literally made our own lineups for the games and shit. It was actually probably more fun than playing actual JV ball, you know?
Like the Mighty Ducks movie when they're all on JV.
They make it
More
seem
fun.
like it's
International
way more
competition
important.
and are the best hockey players in the world. Fucking JV.
Not even good enough to be the best ones on your fucking city.
For the Redskins, though, the name I did really like was Red Wolves. Was one that was tossed out there.
Yeah. And
I
I
think
saw
that would
one that was like
fresh.
the red tails that had to do with like
Yeah.
some kind of like Air Force like battalion something or another. You know, I don't want to get it wrong, but it had something to do. I think it had like I don't know. I did a little bit of research, and that was something that people could have agreed on. But they seem like they're just like they waited so long. It's just like it's that just like is the Redskins like I expect nothing less at this point. You know. Like,
I
oh
saw
yeah, you can't even get your team name rename right.
I saw a meme going around that was a picture. It said Thanksgiving Day game, Patriots versus Redskins. Wasted opportunity that this never happened.
Never got a chance. That would have been like Kobe and LeBron in the finals if we got a chance to see Redskins Patriots, but no, we got robbed.
Yeah. So what I find funny is the Canucks. They're still fine.
The fucking Cleveland Indians have the most racist.
Yeah, no, they just don't have the symbol anymore. It's just a C on their chest. They just act like they're not. Their name isn't the Indians anymore.
The Indians, but
Are
yeah,
they just the
act
Cleveland
like
basketball team?
But to go back to Pat, it's like how Notre Dame is fine because it's the Fighting Irish, so no one cares. No one cares. About like
Yeah,
no
that's
one,
such a. That's actually a little racist little thing that they got too is the little symbol, you know. But
but no one
short
cares.
Little fighting dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone
but no
loves
one cares. No one cares. Yeah, it's fine.
Right? People dress up and think everyone thinks it's cute, you know?
Yeah. Getting shamrock tattoos and shit, the whole nine yards.
Absolutely. People get the friggin' Fighting Irish little tattoo because they think they saw it in the town and they want to be like that, you know?
Is it a safe assumption that any dude that has a Fighting Irish tattoo is probably a fucking douchebag?
It's the same assumption that anyone with a Fighting Irish tattoo has at least 3 DUIs.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed. I think when you go to the tattoo parlor, you have to
it depends on how
DUIs.
faded their coloring is. Like, say they have like their Irish flag in their tattoo, and if it's super faded, I'm like, oh, you've been around. If it's fresh,
wait,
you know, if it's fresh color.
This tattaoo is color. 4
yeah.
DUIs.
Yeah,
4
exactly.
DUIs.
No, they'll get either solid green or like the Irish flag in, and if you see it depends on how faded it is. If it's faded, you're like, oh yeah, 5 or 6 at the very least.
That guy would stab me if I started a fight with him.
Yeah, he would do absolutely anything he could.
He would win the fight. He would figure it out. I'm certain of that.
Oh yeah, no, we would end up having to run at some point. But now I think it might be a good time to talk about. We were just getting into football, but sports in general are coming back this week. Baseball was doing games. Basketball scrimmages are going on. With that being said, like, how do we feel about sports coming back? I feel like I'm one of the people that's excited, but I'm also like, dude, I'm waiting for a few people to get COVID, and that shit is gonna get canceled all over again.
Yeah, we're gonna get like 3 games of each sport, and then it's gonna be fucking shut
like all
down.
the hype of everyone getting so excited for these playoff runs and shit. I'm like, we might not even get there.
One of my favorite things of like all the sports coming back is fucking Kraft thinking he's gonna be able to have 20% capacity at Gillette. He thinks he's gonna have fans at Gillette. I don't know.
The NFL just announced the other day too that fans will be required to wear masks in the stadium. It's like, well, yeah, but even gonna get that far? I don't know if we're even gonna be able to get fans in there.
How expensive do you think the seats would be? Like, significantly more?
I don't know because people are gonna be like, scared.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'd go. If,
I mean, we're
if
gonna be
tickets are
farther away
cheaper,
from people too. Like if it's only gonna be whatever percent capacity.
no lines to take a piss, no lines to get a beer. Are you shitting
Well,
me?
important thing though, if you go, you got to bring a straw because you got to get the keep the mask on. You got to drink your beer. You're gonna need
We'll
a
make
straw.
it. Yeah, I'll make a fucking contraption. I'll
I'm just
figure it out.
I don't want you to go in there, get your beer, and sit down and be like, what am I supposed to do?
What do
I
Bring your own
do?
straw. I don't trust them to have bendy straws there.
I was listening to the radio earlier, and I don't know how true it is, but they were saying something like to avoid like those type of like interactions, getting your beer and shit like that. Like they already have like the technology in place for like some other thing at Gillette where it's like an online queue and you can order drinks and shit, and like once your drink's ready, you go get it. No waiting in line at all. Like they have that technology in place already. So
I'd
like,
steal so many people's drinks.
oh seriously, I'd be like,
I just
wait,
walk
who's that
around and be
for?
like, yup,
Yeah.
I'm Todd. Yup, I'm Jeff.
Wait, who's that supposed to be for?
Yeah. I'm lucky I have such a fucking common ass name.
Mm.
I can just
Nick?
fucking yeah.
You're set.
There's always like 18 Nicks.
The second you just hear that, you're just like, oh.
I can be confused as shit.
Sorry, I'm already drunk. I thought I bought that beer. It was someone else's.
I thought I
I'm so
paid
excited
after.
to be back.
I don't understand. I thought it was like I pay at the end type of thing. I'll close up my tab. You've never been to a bar?
So did any of you see these, like, with the couple of scrimmages that the NBA was doing, how they are literally just like, they're obviously in the bubble, like with the games are being taken place, and I don't know how big of an arena, but like it doesn't look big on TV.
So
and they got like an announcer as if it was like in the stadium. You got on a big screen like videos of like old videos of real fans, the piping in noise. I'm like, it sounds ridiculous when you see it on TV.
I barely care about actual season basketball.
Yeah.
0% of me gives a shit about COVID bubble fucking scrimmage games.
Oh no, I mean I could care less about the scrimmage games too. But
So
I saw the videos that SportsCenter posts on Instagram basically, and heard how like you could hear like the guys like grunting and like playing the game, you know, and then it's just like silence when they make a dunk, and the commentators literally like on a Zoom call how we are now, and they're just like, oh, what a play! Like, and they're just like talking to each other. It's so weird.
They should just play music. Fuck
Literally.
a fake crowd. Just play some tunes. In the
Make
background.
make it like how they grew up. Like we're playing street basketball. You get a Beats Dre speaker like on the side. You know, it's like muffled because half of it's broken.
I actually was thinking I came up with this. I think this is a good idea I came up with for the crowd noise thing. I think every sports team should delegate a like bar restaurant to get noise pumped in from. So like Red Sox, Cask and Flagon. Cask and Flagon is just live on the speakers. Like they get to pick their place, and then that's where the crowd noise comes from because you know it's going to be all local fans there. You know they're here at the right times, and you know it's going to be rowdy. So I think every sports team should get to like pick their like affiliated bar, and that bar is just live mic the whole game.
That would be cool for baseball, especially because we as fans got robbed to get the chance to go to any baseball game and boo a Houston Astro, and they deserve to get booed, and they're kind of getting they're not getting a punishment now, and they're just gonna. I mean, people are gonna throw pitches at them, but the Astros cheated, people cheated, and they deserve to get booed for it, and they're getting away for.
I honestly don't care.
Oh,
I was gonna be hilarious, but I didn't give up. Like they got away.
I wanted to hear the fucking loud echoing boos.
They got away with it at the time, and then some fucking guy who wasn't on the team anymore narked on him because he's a little bitch. Like,
yeah, no, fuck
that's
you.
What happened.
Like if you're part of it, you run with it, right? Like,
right? He was feeling guilty.
Yeah, like fuck him though. Like they got away with it, and then he narked. Like it worked. It was successful. They got a World Series from it. Good on them.
Yeah, I mean, before I kind of started learning the details, I don't even know that much of it, but like, yeah, like they definitely cheated, but like at first it just came off as a sign stealing scandal, and in my head I was like, didn't we do that in baseball all the time. Like,
Doesn't
I
every
can,
baseball team do their best to steal signs?
yeah, I remember being
that's
in
like the
Babe
point.
Ruth standing on second base, like being like, "Yeah, he's gonna throw a fastball."
Yeah.
That's just part of the
That's
game of
baseball.
baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Why
I mean,
isn't
I
that
guess you're
allowed?
not
That's fucking
allowed to.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Can't
care. People
strategize.
it's gonna be hilarious how much the Astros players get thrown at. That's gonna be fucking
Oh,
amazing.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I'm
I
excited
can't
for that.
wait.
Did you
But
see how
I don't
Tuve and
feel like
Bregman got hit right after each other, one after the other, like yesterday or something like that? It was like the start of the game.
that's gonna be the whole season. But like as a fan, I didn't give a shit. I was like, they won. It's over. We're past it.
Yeah.
Next season.
No, you know what? That is a part of baseball. Like,
Yeah.
why isn't that allowed? That's like, change your shit up. All right, you
I
want to
guess
like,
so.
I don't know, like if it's obvious enough that someone can figure it out, then maybe you need to change up your shit.
But it seems like, from what I heard, they were going pretty. It's not like they were just like, oh, they just figured it out. Like, they were like cheating at the moment, getting film at that very second, figuring out the signs, and then
the fact their
like
system,
they were going deep into it.
the fact the system they had was that like real time, and they were able to relay that information. That's fucking amazing.
they had it down pat, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm impressed by that.
So was it that they like had earpieces and they weren't allowed to have technology, or was it that they're not allowed to?
Yeah,
based on what the
yeah.
They were using like the center field camera, and like they'd go into someone would be in the dugout figuring out the signs.
Love it. I love it.
And
That's
then
brilliant.
relay that to like someone in the dugout, and then that person in the dugout would relay it to the batter. You know,
Like they
It's
deserve it.
brilliant. They're banging on trash cans. They are like doing whatever guerrilla fucking shit it takes to fucking let them know.
I don't know the name of the player who like was a little bitch and narked, but he's now my least favorite athlete ever, and that's including O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, Juice, man, he was nasty. Yeah, that's all I know.
I'm counting Aaron Hernandez. I'm counting all the scumbag athletes. This guy's worse.
And he was like probably the actual least of the scum, but we'll accept that.
Absolute scumbag. Piece of shit. Garbage person. Can't confirm.
Can't confirm. All right, yeah, no, I mean, I agree. That's gonna be something to look at. Like, that's gonna give. You could talk about it with any sports though. Like, there's gonna be almost no fans. Like, the home court advantages is almost out of the window. You know, like.
Think so?
I mean, especially for basketball. I mean, that's what I like about the Celtics' chances now is their record at home was unreal, but their record away was pretty bad. So now it gives them a chance to win some like away games, you know.
But that's why I like my idea in my head of the pumping in the noise. So like if you're the home team, your noise gets pumped in.
Yeah, no, that's
I think that would be
a good
cool.
idea.
Yeah.
Imagine just being at like Coogan's or something, and the Celtics are playing, and they're just like, "All right, guys, they're cutting to us. We gotta be loud."
So do they have one bar that's affiliated, and every game it's the same bar, or do they just rotate? I think they should rotate.
So when I was thinking about it, as you know, I'm making this up that no one's gonna do, and I was like, I feel like every team has their go-to bar. Like for the Sox, I liked baseball better. It's shut down now, but Cask and Flagon, that was the Red Sox bar. For the Garden,
has been.
Hurricane O'Reilly's probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, people would say like the Causeway's right across the street.
There's Causeway.
I mean, that's like a club scene almost.
Yeah,
too.
there's kind of a lot of shit over by the Garden that people end up at.
Anywhere in Faneuil Hall,
I think they could rotate it. I think you're right. It could be a rotation, but I think it's. I don't know. I feel like they know what they'd have a go-to bar where they know the bartenders are gonna like get the music, like get the sound right, and make sure like people are cheering or into the game.
It's never gonna be empty.
And over serving every patron because you gotta be real drunk.
Because we deserve it, you know. Give me some free McGillicuddy shots. I deserve it.
Yeah, there's a bunch there. What is it? The Porters. I'm looking at the map right now. Tavern in the Square.
That one's like gimmicky though. That one's like that's a chain. It's not like a.
Yeah, but it's a spot you'll end up at from time to the Fours. I've been to the Fours quite a few times now.
I've been to the Harp quite a few times, and I hate it every single time.
Yeah. There's been few places that, like, as I've been going in Boston, that I've actually can say I've enjoyed being there.
I usually stay more towards the Faneuil Hall end.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
really
Always
where
Cheaper
I
beer.
thrive.
It's
Yeah,
cheaper
no-
beer.
Yeah, I mean, I had my like 5 bars that I could get a beer for $2 or less. They're not doing those prices right now, even with the patios. So it's a little pricier, but yeah, when you start getting over to the Garden, the prices go up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't go to Hong Kong.
Yeah, and then I can't get my drunk teriyaki skewers.
Yeah.
You got
It's like
for
that's the
those
whole
to
point of
be
going out to
good, You
Boston.
got to be at least 9 drinks in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, you
Dude,
never
less than
expect
9
that
drinks
to be
in,
good.
those are gross.
I sent a picture to my parents from Hong Kong, and they responded with like, "Oh yeah, your dad and I spent my 30th birthday there," and I was like, "What?"
Why?
Parents at 30 years old just went to Hong Kong together, got shit house.
Well,
I
you
know
don't have to
because they
say
weren't
that.
just there casually. They must
Oh,
have been
well,
shit
no
house.
one
No
goes to
one's
Hong
there
Kong
casually.
Yeah, no. So they had to have been absolutely
I was like,
gonzo.
what? I was like, I don't know. You just don't picture your parents doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I expect the average age to be 18 at that bar, and that's like, I'm not joking.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
They
know.
get a patio set up. It's pretty. I haven't been. I'm always next door at Wild Rovers, but like that whole street's closed. Get some seating.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
they know what they're doing, I guess.
It is kind of nice to have the streets closed, actually. Like,
Yeah,
just
there's-
close the
there's-
fucking streets and
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
have
it
more
should have
seating.
never been open in the first place. That's basically like walking down, like,
That street is literally
people
for-
walk down the middle of the street not realizing that they're about to get run over, you know?
That
Yeah.
street is literally just for tour buses to park. So right
Hmm.
now, useless.
Yeah. Just full of chairs and shit, though.
Have you guys been out to like patio bars and stuff since? I
Yeah.
know you guys different
I
states.
mean, I've been to a couple of restaurants. I went to a restaurant in Lynn not that long ago. It was outdoor seating, so like there wasn't really many people there. I actually sat indoors somewhere in New Hampshire on Father's Day. Again, there was like we were sitting every other seat, or every other
And
table.
if
But
places have indoor seating, I'll go indoors. Like once you're open,
Yeah.
I'll go.
right, I mean, if you're inviting me in,
Pat, have you
might
been
as
anywhere?
well.
Yeah, I've actually been to a few places. I mean, in Portland, there's really COVID's not as prevalent as it is down in the Boston area, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys
So-
don't even believe it exists in Maine. You guys just.
No, he's Portland.
You're-
Portland's different.
you're-
Portland's
Yeah,
educated.
no, we're different.
Yeah. He said Portland's educated.
So
Well, actually-
I mean, we're a bunch of old people for the most part, and then Portland's a bunch of young people. You know, all the old people are like, "Oh, that's hopwash," you know, or hogwash, whatever the fuck they say. I don't even know.
Yeah. Just insert old people saying here.
I was actually in Portland like 2 weeks ago, and me and Avery went to some bars. You were camping. I was going to text you.
What bars did you go to?
We went to, I think it was called Binga's, which was
Bingas
great.
Wingas.
Yeah, that place was dope. That was a good
Yes,
time.
sir. That's great.
There was no one else there. It was amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm
Um,
assuming you got wings.
Of course, we got wings.
Okay, good.
He's like, don't insult me like that.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Then we wanted to go to that place called Stock Exchange, but they weren't open.
Mm.
So that was because Jesse told me about that one. And then I don't like Avery used to go to school in Portland, so like she was picking places and I was just kind of following. I didn't really know
Yep.
where we were.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time. If you weren't camping, I went to Lululemon, saw Andy for a second. It was super awkward because we both had
Yeah.
masks and he was working, and then I left 2 minutes later.
You're like, well, good seeing you.
I've actually been doing a lot of camping lately, even though you guys shit on it.
So it sucks.
Camping
been-
is not fun.
I got a hammock that has the bug net. It's great. I just
did
set
recently
up in
buy
my
a
hammock.
cot though. For like, I went away this weekend, bought a cot, so I'd be prepared to sleep comfortably. You know, if it came to it.
I do want to go camping. just I need to do my like one, and then so I can remember it because I'm at the point where I haven't gone in a while. So in my head, I'm like, oh, it could be fun. I gotta
Yeah,
like
like
get
oh,
reminded that it's
I,
terrible.
I like building a fire and putting up some a tent and stuff, and then when you realize how much it
No.
sucks, you
I
just want to
like
get home.
building a fire. I don't like putting up a tent, but I'll do it. Every 3 years, I go camping
It's
once
part
to
of the
remind myself how much I
experience.
hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
My cousin went camping last week, so he started camping on the Friday night, and he was planning on camping a Friday, take a whole week off, go
Fuck.
to a Sunday, and I went and camped with him on Friday, the very first Friday night, and then I went and camped with him on Thursday, and I was going to stay with them until Sunday, and we woke up Friday morning. We were hungover. It was raining, and it literally had rained from fucking Friday night until Friday morning. We woke up. He was hungover. He's like, fuck this. He's just throwing shit in the back of his truck. He's like, I'm so fucking done with this. And then,
Like, we're leaving.
and then Saturday and Sunday were fucking gorgeous. But he was like, and we knew it was going to be nice, but he
just was
Couldn't
done.
take
snapped.
another minute
He-
of it.
like,
Yeah.
He snapped. Like, it was over.
No, I could totally imagine that. Like, I remember being like, Nick, if you remember when we were in middle school and we did those camping trips with that fucking,
They sucked.
those were so bad. Like, like the first time, like the night that we camped wasn't so bad, and then the day we went on a hike, it poured the whole time. And then we were walking like down this trail like in the woods, didn't even actually like climb the mountain that was there. We did that the next year, but the first year that was the most miserable was pouring the whole time. We're walking down this trail and we just get to a stream, and then our teachers or whatever just decided it would have been too dangerous to cross the stream, so we just turned back around and walked back. And that was our like little trip, you know. So we were just sitting there like eating like raisins and trail mix to like try to get warm because we're ready to die. We were in like 6th grade. And they were like, "Yeah,
Every
it's
time
fun."
I attempt camping, it's pretty much there's that. There's a time I went with Pat. There was time I went after like high school graduation. Me and a bunch of people tried to go camping, and we got like
Yeah.
forced to leave the place we were by a bunch of like Hadley rednecks. Just good times. Just good times.
Just like not sure if you're actually allowed to be in the woods. It's like, is this a real
Just
spot?
go camping with Pat, and then he'll make sure you're in an illegal place. It's fine.
Yeah,
The
but
thrill.
did we get kicked out? No.
Did we leave at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, which was really stupid because at 5 a.m. people could be there fishing, right? But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hungover and tired Pat wasn't thinking like that.
You were just getting excited to get there.
I'm pretty
and just
sure the only
drink.
thing we had to drink that whole trip were natty ices too. 'Cause I
Ooh.
think we were right at the age where we're like we want as much alcohol as possible, but we didn't want hard liquor, and it was just natty ices. And then you made some stiff cocks the next day when you got
Did
really
I?
into making. That's when you remember when you got really into rum and cokes and kept calling them stiff cocks.
Well, any drink made right is a stiff cock, right? If you ain't making your cocktails stiff, then you are making them right. But
Yeah, I guess so.
right? So they if you're making a fucking cocktail, it better be a stiff cock. If you're gonna
Yeah.
if you want me to have it go down my throat, it better be a stiff cock. Otherwise, push that shit away.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, no, make it extra stiff. Goes down easier.
It's you right in the back of the throat, you know.
Yeah, it's yeah. Every cock is a stiff cock, or every cock should be a stiff cock.
Yeah.
But yes, I was very into rum and cokes then. And if I know myself right, and I'm calculating the time period, it was probably Admiral
It was
Nelson.
definitely Admiral Nelson.
Oh, I remember the Admiral days.
And I think we were even too poor for Coke. I think we had like Walmart like cola. I think we had like Satan's cola. It was
Tasted
89
like
cents
syrup
for a
where the
3
second
liter.
it got warm.
Oh yeah, I bet we did. Yeah,
You're like,
but
I wouldn't be surprised of us for that.
Admiral comes in the shatterproof bottle, and there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, it's safe.
It's
They care about
Anything that the most
care about their
expensive
customers.
handle is plastic, you know that like you're getting your money's worth out of that.
Like, look at this. This is glass. I could drop this
Yeah.
at any time.
Oh, is that the orange twist? Though that is delicious, by the
Yeah,
way.
but then also with the orange vanilla Coke.
Yeah, I literally, dude,
Ooh.
if you
It's
even
great.
did it with just orange juice, it's amazing. Or not orange juice, orange soda rather. Orange soda with that is unreal. When I bought that I was buying that at the liquor store like months before summer. Like it was in the
Yeah.
liquor store for some
It's at,
reason.
it's at Beachmont Liquors for $15 a bottle.
Yeah.
It's like
The
always on
person that was
sale.
checking me out was like, "Ooh, how is this?" I'm like, "It's amazing." They're like, I was gonna wait
It's
till summer
actually
to try
great.
it. I was just like, "Why would you wait till summer to try it? It's fucking
I'm
delicious.
ready
Just
to buy
drink
like
it."
4 bottles of it in like September before they sell out.
Yeah, dude, that shit's so good. You can drink that stuff straight. It's so
It's
good.
good.
I haven't had it, but I imagine if you mix it with vanilla Coke.
Well, yeah,
That would-
Oh my god, it's probably so
it's so it's orange vanilla rum, and I have orange vanilla Coke.
good. Mm.
So
Ooh.
it's
Is it
It
kind of like
just tastes like soda.
it's like creamsicle-y?
yeah. There's like
Oh, yeah, it
like
just
it's
tastes
like
like
a
a
little
creamsicle.
bit of melted creamsicle in your rum and Coke. It's amazing.
Honestly, yeah, no matter
Fuck
I
yeah.
feel like no matter what you mix that with, it's just gonna be such a perfect combination. It's gonna taste like a melted creamsicle, and I could ask for nothing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting drunk off of creamsicles. That's the dream right there.
So good.
Anyway, over here I'm drinking
The fuck is
I don't know,
that?
whatever Kentucky
Elijah
Straight
Craig?
Elijah Craig, small batch Kentucky Straight bourbon.
What the fuck is that?
Are
I
you
don't
friends with
fucking know, but
Elijah?
it was on sale, so I fucking bought it. And
Sounds like a cool
it's
guy.
94 proof, right?
Ooh.
47%. I'll take it.
All right.
And just made an old fashioned out of it.
Nice.
Some bitters.
Look at you with fucking ingredients.
So, yeah, you just like putting some parsley on top of it too, just for
It's
some
literally
flavor or
it's
something.
okay. So you mixed what? Captain Creamsicle and fucking orange vanilla Coke, right? That's 2 things. Okay,
Yeah.
I did 3. Bourbon, I got some simple
Yeah.
syrup in here, which is just sugar and water.
Yeah, but it
Some
costs
bitters.
$8 a bottle.
Yeah,
if you
see,
buy
you
it.
have already lost me. I do soda, alcohol, and ice.
No, you got
Those
to
are my
drink
3
old fashioned.
ingredients.
Old fashioned is your panic drink when you're somewhere classy and you can't get something in soda or a beer. You get an old fashioned.
And I don't put a fucking cherry in it or anything. Like if you get it at a restaurant, they're gonna put a cherry. Fuck that. Just
Hold on, let me put it this way. Do you shake it up before you put it in a glass?
I
Well, you have the
I-
shaker.
You're
have
way
the-
too fancy then.
I have the little
Yeah,
ice
you're
I
far
have the
too
ice
fancy
pick,
for
right?
me. Yeah,
because
no.
I have the simple syrup in the ice, so I can pick the ice out and then pour the simple syrup in,
Wow.
and then I can just fucking stir it with this.
Well, it's actually
I'm
a pretty
sorry,
nice
I can't
setup.
hear you
respect
from that like pile of cash you're talking from. You sound so rich and famous to me.
Hey, okay,
How's
Mr.
the
Extra
weather up there,
600
dude?
unemployment check guy.
Yeah, and I'm not getting that anymore, so don't make fun of me. I'm drinking like a week-old leftover cider right now, okay?
Is Pat frozen or is he just making a weird smiley face?
Oh my god, I just noticed that he hasn't moved. That's awesome.
Maybe he's just staying just so incredibly still.
He's just so happy with the comments we're
Were you
making right
eating
now.
dinner?
No, not right now. All right. Well,
Wait for
until
some
Pat gets
technical
back
issues.
to us. All right. Well, here's something I wanted to talk about, anyways. Until maybe Pat gets back to us. I feel like he's gonna lag to the point that we're gonna be mid-sentence, and then he's just gonna like start like oh, he's gone.
He's fine.
Okay.
He'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right. So, anyways, this is something he might not have had a lot to say about this, anyways. But now that Cam Newton is actually in Boston itself, he landed. He posted, according to Instagram, he posted it. How did we actually talked about a little bit of this yesterday? How now that we're all excited about Cam, let's take a step back and breathe, and actually think how good of a chance does he actually have of being successful with us? All the other big name players that were not able to be successful with us, or the ones that were able to be successful with us, and how we can truthfully see Cam doing in his time with the Patriots.
I think of like the people like, people who are already established stars coming to England. He's more Randy Moss than he is Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, no,
There are more quality years left.
couldn't
I
have put
think
it
it'll
better.
work out. I think we're gonna give him the chance to let it work out. I don't think because we've had like some pass rushers we bring in and like cut him in preseason. I think we're gonna
Yeah.
like give him the chance to like earn a job.
I see. Yeah, no. See, that was something I was definitely thinking of. Is I can. At first, I was saying to myself, like, "Oh, I can see him not even making the team. Like that's happened before. Like he might get cut, especially considering the money we signed him for." But like, especially when I saw a video of him on Instagram throwing balls to Edelman, running routes, that was like got me a little excited. They were showing me that they're gonna click right, and if they can, that'd be awesome.
If Cam
Because
Newton
I
wasn't,
can't see him being like you said, like an Ocho Cinco or like I mean, I was gonna say Philip Dorsett, but he was kind of good for us, but he wasn't even much of a big name. Who was the other Colts? Reggie Wayne. Didn't we have him for like 2 days?
and then he was cut.
And then
It
he
was
was
just
cut.
like didn't want to learn the
Tim
playbook.
Tebow we had for a couple of weeks. He wasn't even a big star,
Yo,
but he
we're
was
talking
a
about
huge
stars,
name.
not fucking.
But don't, yeah, Tebow's a star. I'm sure you would argue about this too.
Well-
Tebow
I
is
think
a
we're
man
gonna
of the
tag
Lord.
Pat back in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but shit just went south. I don't know. It froze and fucking it was over. Whatever. So I'm on my phone now. Well, anyway, I think Tebow, he's kind of got a little something because he's played 2 professional sports now, right? So he's kind of got but he's been nothing in each. He's been pretty.
He won a playoff
He
game.
was surprisingly good in baseball too. Like no one ever expected him to be anything good at all. He played in high school, I played in high school too. That doesn't mean I could play in the AA friggin' Mets organization.
Oh, I know, but he's pretty insignificant in each,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he was insignificant in 2 sports.
He's
like a
pretty
welfare
significant
Bo
in
Jackson.
football. I don't care how bad he made one of the biggest splashes in the NFL, dude. He was Linsanity before Linsanity, if I have my timeline.
I think there was
lined up
Tebowing.
right.
Remember that?
There was Tebow time, Tebowing. That was a viral thing. People that didn't even know what the hell they were doing was standing there on one knee like that. You know what I mean? Like,
how the fuck did we get on this topic? Why the fuck are we talking about Tim Tebow?
Cam Newton, yeah. Like stars that were part of the Patriots.
Didn't he back up
It
Tebow?
didn't work out. Cam Newton? Yeah, he did.
Florida?
He was on that Gators team. Dude, oh my God.
Connections.
We cannot talk about football, period, without talking about, especially bringing up Cam Newton, Tebow. That Gators team had some unreal names on it. Aaron Hernandez was on that team. Tebow, Cam Newton, they had some straight up G's on that team. They would go, oh my God. Looking back, that's like when you see the teams that were established at USC that were just unreal,
Or like the U teams.
Or the Miami teams, that just they were just so disgustingly good, But yeah, I mean, do you guys have Ocho Cinco was a bad pickup for the Patriots. It was one of those that we were
when
we
he
were
got
so
to us. It's so different.
he was so, but was he really though? I feel like I might not remember correctly, but just before he got to us, he was still Ocho Cinco, what we remember.
So I have this is definitely not accurate, but I'm pretty sure he was 48 by the time he got to us.
There's no
right?
fucking there's no
no.
fucking way that's right.
He might have been mid-30s when he got to us.
So that's football 48.
Okay.
He just by the time he got to us, he just couldn't play football anymore.
I am on the Wikipedia of Chad Johnson right now.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I remember when
he's currently 42 years old.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
He's Benjamin Button in it. This was 6 years ago. He's going backwards.
I guess so, but whatever. Either way, he was someone that we were you can't even say that once you find out you were getting Chad Johnson on the Patriots, we were just oh my God, like, we're going to be unreal. And then he scored one total touchdown with us.
I was more
and
excited
I think
about
it was
Reggie
during
Wayne
the playoffs.
than I was about him. I did not think that was
I
going
was
to
so excited about
work
Reggie
out.
Wayne. That didn't work out at all for the Pats. What was it? Was Reggie Wayne just, like, not doing good at all? We signed him for nothing, I remember that. But, like,
I think he was ring
just, like,
chasing, maybe.
Yeah, he was just, like, part of the squad for a little bit.
Didn't we have, like, Brandon Lloyd for a year, too?
Yeah, I think so.
We had all these receivers
We had so many good people
kill their careers in New England.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. I guess, when you finally establish yourself, it's kind of how you see, like, people that would come to New England for a ring. I was having this conversation with a couple of friends the other day, how we have, like, young kids, like, for example, Dante Hightower, who's been on the Patriots since he was a rookie, has, 2 or 3 rings now, and he just wants to get paid. And there are people, like, that are just diehard New England fans that don't really know much about, like, money type things in football, that don't realize that he's set. He don't really care about rings now at this point in his career as a linebacker. He's probably just going to go get money for the rest of his career, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, like, interesting how those things happen. Like, the older guys might come to us for less money in a ring, and then the younger kids that got blessed with rings already, they're just like, okay, whoever wants to pay me.
I am extremely fucked up right now.
Thank you for that.
I am fucked. I'm loving it.
What was your surprise?
I'm loving it.
What was your surprise topic you said you wanted to talk about?
Oh, it was the Washington football team.
Oh, I forgot that. Like, I thought that we were, like, actually in for something. Like, I feel like you're always hitting me with, like, oh, we got a big surprise.
Oh, so no, I got a surprise topic.
What's that?
So, NHL's like the bubbles are like people are reporting to their teams.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be an NHL thing too. There's bubbles. Where is
Bruins, that? And I'm still on the team. We never got that player.
I told quite a bit of friends that they can bet on that, and
yeah,
kind of looking stupid right now.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna go back.
Might have been announced by now.
Finish out the season, and then
he said, "You wait till next year."
You wait till next year. Yeah, that's gonna happen in the next 6 months.
I mean, I hope so, because then I can repost that article and be like, look, we were right.
Yeah, everyone's going to look back and they're going to be like, oh, fuck. Or, if you guys don't bring it up, everyone will forget about it.
It'll just fade away.
And it won't happen, and it's just going to
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it then.
Yeah. Yeah. No big deal.
I just was, looking at who was reporting to the Bruins, bubble. I just didn't see the names.
So now that you do mention that, though, like, yeah, Pat, kind of fuck you for that. But, moving on.
Hey, don't fuck me for that. Hey.
But I didn't know that the NHL like bubble was like how it was. I guess I didn't have the information on that. They're like doing like a bubble type thing too. Where are they reporting?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I guess they talk way
more.
Are
they playing at their home rinks, Pat? Do you know?
I believe so. I wouldn't be surprised if they just played in their practice arenas or something like that.
Yeah. So I think I saw that like there might be like a couple Canada teams that are going to be playing like in certain arenas in the United States. Like
no.
Here's what it is.
Yeah, exactly like that.
They're gonna no. Here's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna limit travel, and they're gonna have like 4 locations where people go, and it's gonna be like I don't know, like I guess like a mini like Olympic town. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Just so that they don't like how baseball set up the schedule, so it's as little travel as possible. Like it wouldn't have been the normal schedule that like otherwise.
Right. I think that's how the NHL has decided they're gonna go about it.
NHL better fucking go to Lake Placid. I want games there. That's where I want the season.
I don't think that's a location.
It's the middle of nowhere. No one will get sick.
And
That's like how we were talking about. That's probably one of those places
spot.
where they don't even believe that that's existing right now. You're like,
the
what?
infrastructure's already there to like house a fuck ton of people.
Right. Hey, I mean, we'll see how these sports go. I mean, I was ready for the Bruins to win the cup. We were right there. I'm ready I was ready for all our teams to do well. We'll have to see I wonder what chances do you guys give like the Bruins, I think, but probably even still going to win the cup.
I think all 4 of our teams are going to win.
That's a bold claim right there. The Sox
and here's why.
Deactivated Erod, so our best pitcher on the worst rotation in the league just got shut down.
Nathan Eovaldi is amazing, so we're fine.
Are you real quick? Are you aware that our 4th spot in our rotation is just going to be a starter, like how the Rays did last year? How they had a bullpen starter, and we don't even have a 5th starter. So we don't even have 4 starters.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Jackie Bradley Jr. is the best player in baseball for 60 games each year. Usually those 60 games are in the middle of the summer, and then he's so bad the other 100-something games that it makes him terrible. If he's good for 60 games this year, Jackie Bradley Jr. is an MVP candidate.
I can't argue against that. I mean, that was one thing I thought of right when they announced 60 games. I was like, oh, so you're telling me the Red Sox could just put together a quick stretch of 40 wins, you know? And somehow may be one of the best teams.
If anyone bats 400 this season, I want a massive asterisk next to it.
Oh yeah, no. If we're literally putting Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and all of them through the ringer, I want this season to be on the book I want it to be in its own history book as the COVID season.
I think the World Series
championship.
I think the World Series champion, whoever wins it, they earn it, they win it. I think all individual statistics are useless this year.
Yeah.
You shouldn't buy baseball cards next year because the statistics on the back are trash.
And we've just built so much of you can only, I don't know how to put it, for years now, baseball statistics have been based off these stretches of hot streaks, low streaks, over 162 games. Over 60 games, someone could literally have the biggest hot streak of their career and be branded as having the best season in the history of baseball, but no one will realize that it was the 2020 season where there was only 60 games, you know? So it's kind of a tough spot. But like you said, that gives underdogs a chance to actually make a splash.
The Players Union is proposing that...
Look, 2 bats. That's cool.
The fuck?
What up? There's 2.
The MLB Players Association is proposing 16 teams make the playoffs this year.
Why?
I don't know.
Let's let everyone in.
More game checks.
I guess so. That was one of the biggest, that's why they took this long to get started in the first place. We could have already been having baseball.
Yeah, baseball fucked up. Baseball could have started a month ago, and they could have been the only real sport, fuck NASCAR.
They could have had at least 100 games.
And they also would have been the only thing on.
Yeah, they
ratings would have been unreal.
And the players could have been getting paid a fair amount, as far as I'm concerned. If it's 100 games is more close to a full season than 60 games is, obviously. So they could have worked. I don't see how hard it is to work that out.
Let me check that math real quick. 60. Yep, 60 is bigger than 100. That checks out.
60 is bigger than 100.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, you're right. But yeah, I mean, I don't see why it was laughable to the point every day you turn on sports radio and be like, oh yep, baseball still can't get this shit together.
Yeah, they were fucking idiots about this. They could have made a comeback because people would became baseball fans again, but they ruined it because they're stupid.
Classic baseball move. Just ruining their sport.
Yeah.
But all right, what else do we have? This actually is something I just thought of because it was actually officially announced today. How do you guys feel?
A little drum roll.
Yeah. Was that my phone that I put down? But yeah, no. How do you guys feel about Mike Tyson making a comeback, dude? That's gonna be awesome. That's going to be so cool. And then they announced that Nate Robinson's going to fight Jake Paul. I want to see little Nate Robinson beat his ass. You could tell me that's $150 pay-per-view. I'll probably pay for it.
Nate Robinson fighting Jake Paul sounds like a rough and rowdy event.
Yeah, and then Mike Tyson is going to be fighting right after it.
If Mike Tyson is fighting anyone that's not Conor McGregor, then I don't care.
That would be an insane fight.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd pay for that.
Is McGregor doing boxing?
No,
McGregor's
sitting on a boat smoking weed and drinking whiskey right now.
No, he's
No.
Pacquiao in like 6 months or something stupid like that.
But
Did he not post a video of him smoking a joint the other day, though? That was kind of hysterical.
He did. So funny.
You just see like him like sitting there like all jacked and angry, just like he's like,
what was he saying? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember, but just any video where he's doing something like when he does something that is like something that like a regular person would do, I'm just like baffled. I'm like, you're Conor McGregor, and then you're just sitting here like slamming whiskey and smoking a joint. You're so normal.
Do you think he's offended by Notre Dame's mascot?
He is Notre Dame's mascot. Like he literally his pre-fight. Have you ever seen the
boxing
weigh-ins?
Pre-fight.
The right in the weigh-ins, he literally does the Fighting Irish thing. He is the Fighting Irish dude. If he was offended by that, like I'm gonna bet he doesn't even know it exists, and then he's gonna look at the symbol and be like, "Oh, that's me." That's him. It really is. Trying to look, but no, I think you guys aren't giving enough hype to Mike Tyson being back. I don't like your excitement level. I think you should be way more excited for that.
I like it. I just don't like the idea of Jake Paul being in fighting.
I mean, I could give a fuck about that, but like, imagine like that. I'm not sure who the guy is. It's the guy Mike's fighting. It's Roy Jones Jr. I think his name is. I don't know anything about him. He could be just as old as Mike Tyson, as far as I know. Like, I know the reason I know his name is because I looked at the post a few minutes ago. You know, but like, it's funny to be like, it's literally like, did you guys happen to see the very forgotten other Rocky movie where he fights like the dude that's like a very young kid, and they like simulate like what a young Rocky would have been like fighting him, and then they just actually fight each other. It's called Rocky Balboa. It's just
is
a
it
Rocky
like Rocky
movie.
6 or just?
It's basically Rocky 6, but it's just called Rocky Balboa. If you look it up, it was made like sometime like before 2010, I think. But like,
sounds
we're
like
literally
something
living like the real life version of that right now, and I can't wait because like, if you're the guy that gets beat by a 50-something-year-old Mike Tyson, you gotta just never show your face to the world again. And then if you beat him, you're the asshole that beat up an old man, and it's gonna be awesome.
It just doesn't sound interesting to me.
You're the asshole who beat up an old man. That's not a title.
Imagine just like the fights that. I can't
Fartsites?
I can't even talk.
I'm putting this thing in backwards.
Imagine the second the bell rings and then Mike Tyson just gets absolutely one piece. Like, that would be the greatest thing to ever see. I can't wait. I hope he gets one piece and he just like hits the mat and we're just like, oh, he should have never done that.
I'll put $5 on it. It doesn't go 2 rounds and Tyson loses.
You think they're just gonna be like, okay, this man's gonna have a heart attack?
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Have you seen his training videos? He looks scary. Like, I wouldn't want to get hit by him.
Yeah, but how about a professional fighter? Dude, like, you're like, how old is he? How old is Mike Tyson? There's no way he's anywhere near his fucking prime.
I mean, it's only been like 20 years 80? Since he fought. He's 90? In his 50s.
100?
It's only been like 19
over 100 years old.
He's at least over 100 years old.
But all right, you know what? I have to Wikipedia now how old the guy he's fighting is.
He's 54. Dude, once you're 30,
being so negative.
What he should fight? He should fight Skip Bayless.
He is 20 years past like professional sports athleticism prime.
Okay, so to
34?
argue that, the guy he's
34
fighting is also 51 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just
Okay,
Googled.
well, you didn't-
Roy Jones Jr. is 51. So, like, this is going to be hysterical.
Okay.
No,
It's
yeah,
going
was
to
a
be
legitimate
awesome.
movie. This was
This is
legit
a movie. This is going to be awesome.
It was the fucking, the guy who plays Rocky and that other old Italian guy did a movie that was this, of them having a boxing match in their
You know,
60s. This movie,
yeah,
this
old guys fighting, and then we're gonna the pre-fight is gonna be Nate Robinson, who's a literal little person because he actually probably qualifies as the height. Like, he's under 5 feet tall. It's awesome. He's gonna fight Jake Paul or with Logan Paul, whichever one, who deserves to get their ass beat just because.
What's the difference between them?
I don't know. Yeah, they look the
I
same in
assume
their YouTubers.
they're the same
They are the
person.
same person. They have YouTube channels, and that's what they're famous for.
Sounds right.
So, do you think they're gonna go WWE, but instead of the chairs, they're gonna have their walkers, and they're just gonna fucking
That
Oh,
would
smack someone with their
The,
walker?
the movie,
awesome.
the movie that this is called Grudge Match.
Okay.
Ooh.
Two retired boxers face off, and it is Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro are the two fighters, and this was
Oh my
made
God.
5 or 7 years ago.
Grudge
Yeah,
match.
this is just a
we're
movie.
living through a movie script, dude. 2020 is a movie, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. 20 years from now, there are going to have been 100 movies made about this year.
One was gonna suck. Every TV show next season is gonna involve corona. All the characters are gonna be quarantined.
Oh my God,
Gonna suck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Every
that's some
show,
bullshit.
every show is
Yeah, I
gonna have
hate
a
when
fucking
shows
quarantine
like that
episode.
have nothing to do with like anything real life bring real life things into it. Like I'm watching a Marvel show right now. Like say I'm watching Agents of Shield, and just because it got made in 2020, they're gonna have something 2020 related. It's like, no, this is Agents of Shield, not Agents of 2020. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You
that could have
know?
been like there's no time that should be associated with the show.
Yeah, don't make.
Yeah.
Don't. I watch TV to not give a fuck about the real world.
Right. It's fake.
Yeah,
Right? It's
and then
an
you're just trying
escape
to
from the
relay a
real
message.
Yeah, don't relay a message. Make me laugh, make me entertained. I don't know. Just that's it. Like,
Yeah.
entertain me.
Right? Don't make me think while I'm here. Don't make
I
me
am
have an
not
opinion.
here to think.
I'm here to brainlessly look at the screen and drink and smoke, probably. And probably not even pay attention to the plot.
Exactly. I'm here because I grew up in this world of technology and I need something happening in the background.
I'm
Right
uncomfortable
while
by
I scroll
silence,
through my
and
phone.
I just need to watch The Office 17,000 times.
Yeah, it'll never
Exactly.
get old. I've decided, like, I've never, like, not many times have I actually, like, sat through and watched The Office through and through.
What?
I am getting to the point, like, I have, but, like, I've never just, like, sat there and been like, okay, next episode, you know, like, I've watched all of The Office, so there's nothing I, like, don't know about it. But now that I'm, like, I've been sitting here, like, this past weekend watching it, I'm, like, I'm at, like, season 7 now, and it's getting to the point that it's, like, you don't even have to watch it anymore. It's not the same show. It's not as funny.
Is Michael gone?
He's getting there. Yeah, like it's
Okay.
getting there. I know it's about to be coming. I'm just like, honestly, even for the past season, like the comedy's just different. Like once you actually get to watching it, it's just like I don't know if it had to do with like they were like threats of getting canceled or something, but like past seasons, like close to season 7, it's just like, why am I watching this?
They had that one season with the hour-long episodes for some reason, and it was weird.
Yeah, a couple like really like to be continued episodes.
Fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, like,
I want to be able to
I don't
watch
want the
one
storyline to
episode.
connect between 2 episodes. That I want there to be a totally different story the next episode.
That's what fucked Archer up. Archer used to be so good, and then they started all these like continual plot lines that no one cares about.
Yeah,
Right, exactly. It used to be just like random
It was
bullshit.
one-offs.
And then they were like, we're gonna be in Colombia or whatever for a fucking season. Oh,
That
we're
was
gonna do
right.
like a
Base.
Miami season or whatever, and it's like, no, just be stupid bullshit. You know?
yeah. So I mean, I guess it happens with some shows and stuff. Like You see it happen with like animes and stuff, I guess. Like they just do filler just so that they can have those important stuff ready. But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the filler.
Oh, I'm fine with filler. That's one-offs. I love me a one-off episode.
Yeah. So
that's why Family Guy was so great. It was just a bunch of like shit.
Oh yeah, that's a little different, nonsense. I guess. But like,
just
I guess I'm talking
nonsense.
about something different. Like filler, like. So, like, were you okay with this recent season of the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, if either you watched it, the last season where it was just the two sisters doing shit with Ahsoka for 4 episodes?
I fucked with that.
It was so dumb. I watched it because it was like, I like Ahsoka. She's the best character, and, like, I wanted to see her doing her thing. But guess what? I could have done without those episodes. You could. If I ever rewatch it, I'm not gonna rewatch those episodes.
But that's the thing.
The first 4 and then the last 4.
Yeah, you'll skip them. But would you rather the season be 8 episodes or 12 episodes?
I mean, you know, you got a good point there.
Give me the filler,
you got a good point. But like, as I was watching it every week, I was like, all right, I guess I could say the Clone Wars kind of did the filler episodes wrong, in my opinion, because once I knew that Ahsoka was coming back and they were ready to bring Ahsoka back, I was ready for shit to go down. Like they were like her and Anakin were 2 seconds away from running into each other. She almost went back to like the Jedi Council at one point, you know, like. But then, like, once Ahsoka got introduced, it was every week I'm sitting there being like, all right, is it gonna pop off or not? And then 4 weeks went by and nothing happened. I don't even remember what that whole storyline was about. They were in trouble for something, and they were not in trouble at the end of that 4-episode scheme.
I think that's any show's plot ever. Characters get into some trouble, and then by the end of it, they figure it out.
And then like they're just like, "Hey, you call me if you ever need anything." I mean, I guess I can't argue with it. That stuff kind of does annoy me though, where I'm just like, especially if I'm invested into it every week, it's like, what am I sitting here for? Make me want to watch it.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah, I mean, I guess different shows like Archer, it started out as like here's a bunch of one-off bullshit, and then went into right. If you start with a plot line and then transition out of it, it doesn't work.
Weird.
You start without a plot line and transition into it, it doesn't work. Just be consistent with what you do.
And what Archer did so well is like there were some like jokes and themes that carried over. But you could watch any episode and not need. It's like was kind of like Rick and Morty. Like there's some shit going on in the background.
You don't have to know anything that's going on,
and it's like more interesting if you do know it. But you can put on any episode with no context and enjoy it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, you don't have to watch the Mr. Meeseeks episode to like see a Mr. Meeseeks and say that's fucking funny. You know,
Right.
So no, that shit's that happens. You know, like I don't know. I guess we're all agreeing at that to that point. I don't like when I'm just sitting there. Like I like if you're at the first few episodes of a show and you're introducing like some characters, we're getting their plots and their story, like their backstory. I get that, but I need something to catch me pretty quick. You know, if I'm 13 episodes in and then something is catching me, it's kind of like, what the fuck.
That's why Breaking Bad was so good, right? So in my opinion, the first episode of Breaking Bad, best episode of any television ever. If you watch that first episode and tell me you don't want to watch a second, you're fucking crazy.
I'll be the first to admit never watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, go watch that first episode and tell me you don't want to watch the second. Here's what I'll tell you though. There are 5 seasons. After season 3, I was so disinterested.
Yeah,
but I watched all those other fucking seasons.
Yeah, like I was waiting for it to get good.
And I was fucking miserable through it all.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. It's actually
so bad right now.
It's on TV, and I'm waiting for it to get on Netflix because I just recently finished the season before it came out again. Yeah. And I didn't know that they were making a new season. I went up to multiple people and I said, thank God that show's over because it sucks now. And then a week later, I found out it was coming back.
This new season, it's on Hulu. I've been watching it. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for it to come out on Netflix, and I'm going to force myself to watch those hour-long episodes every day.
Chore.
It's a chore, yeah.
Guys,
All
I
right.
think we gotta wrap it up.
I've got one last surprise topic here, which I didn't plan on, but I was just like, oh yeah, Seattle's hockey team has officially
I
announced
saw.
their name. They're the Seattle Kraken. I'm slightly disappointed that they're not the what is it? The Rain City Bitch Pigeons, or something along those lines. There was a lot of petitions apparently going around that people wanted to be the Rain City Bitch Pigeons.
Okay.
That's amazing.
I like it.
And that would have been fucking amazing.
You said I'm slightly disappointed.
Kraken's a good
those
name,
sweaters
though.
are nice. I like their unis. Those are gonna be nice.
They
I've only seen one version. I want to see what their unis are gonna look like, but I think they're gonna be good.
They can have a
Gonna be
lot
some
of
nice
fun with
unis.
the Kraken. That can be a lot of fun.
It's from the get-go, it's better than the fucking Golden Knights.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
but
Yeah,
The Golden Knights got some good uniforms too.
they do.
I fuck with. I fuck
Their
with
logo
the new,
sucks,
the
though.
new
It looks like
logos and
literally the generic things NHL gives you to create a new franchise. It's just a fucking
Are you
helmet
talking about
in
the
like
Seattle
a
one?
shield.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I honestly feel that way about the Seattle one too. It looks like a made-up team, like on like a video game. It's an S, and like once I saw that the name was the Kraken, I was looking for something that had to do with a Kraken.
It's a tentacle, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see the tentacle inside of the S. The whole S isn't even the tentacle. You have to like, it's like in the S that's a tentacle, dude. It's so weird.
I kind of like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean the colors are kind of cool. I don't hate it. I really don't.
I also think like the opening, like if you're at a Kraken game, they could have a lot of fun with that. Like the team skating out, they could have a shitload of fun.
They gotta do it up
yeah.
like the Bucks do with the pirate ship. They just gotta get like all about their mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have like when I can remember playing Chell back in the day, and like I would sit there and watch the team skate onto the ice. Like I would play as the Sharks on purpose to see a giant shark head and then skate through the shark mouth. You know, like they could do something like that.
That's what
Get
it's
a giant Kraken with all these tentacles. And
Fuck
shit,
yeah!
You know?
And you have like some like virtual tentacles like cracking the ice and shit.
Right.
And you can make
Throw a bunch of dead octopi on the fucking ice. I
Fuck
don't
yeah!
care.
Well, the Red Wings might get pissed off.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. But fuck it.
I bet once they're like they have a season whenever the team truly launches, the sale of Kraken Black Rum in Seattle will skyrocket.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They don't even have to be selling it there now, but they're gonna.
It's gonna be the number one selling rum in Seattle this time next year.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. My computer is so close to death.
Okay, let's call it now.
Yeah.
Buy a fucking t-shirt. Go on
just gonna
Teespring.
say, if anybody's been watching for this long, then you're an OG fan for that. So yeah, go check out our stuff. Go check out Teespring, Facebook. Maybe we'll activate our Instagram one day. We talked about doing it yesterday, but then we got
We
drunk,
made it,
so.
but we haven't activated it.
Yeah, no, we were talking about doing. I promise you that we've thought about it. So think about that. So.
Okay, and buy a fucking t-shirt. Bye.